May of 2009, we upgraded our phone system, and it was a 3-year process. Because we were moving to a voice over IP phone system, we needed to look at our infrastructure of the data network, and we wanted to make sure that the network switches it's where the switches can designate priority over the voice traffic over the data traffic. Once we were able to figure out what we needed to do for the network switches and getting new network switches so that we could have that priority of the voice traffic, then that took 2 years to phase that in. Then we could go with the 3rd year and phase in the new phone system. And because we have an office here in Minnetonka and another office in Minneapolis, with phone connections between the 2 offices for data and voice, we got phone systems for both sites and were able to put that in. It was tough to justify a new phone system for us. A lot of times companies with a lot of offices or offices in other parts of the state or country can see an immediate cost savings in long distance, but because we just have 2 offices, we waited until the last minute. We waited until the manufacturer said, we are no longer supporting this phone system, and we didn't want to be completely out of luck. If the phone system were to die, if we were to lose a T1 card, if we were to lose a CPU card of the phone system, we didn't want to be, having to install in a panic a new phone system. So we tried to get as much life as we could out of the system and then phased it in before it failed. And we were then able to drive the timeline. We were able to say, okay, we don't have any problems, and we could cut over to the new system, and it would be mostly seamless in terms of down with the old system, move everything over, tie it all into the new system. It's worked pretty well. One thing we did for cost savings was put in software phones on all workstations instead of actual handsets. We do have handsets in conference rooms and at the front desk, but we tried soft phones on all workstations, and that took a lot of end user training. A lot of our end users are not as computer savvy. I mean, this is a social service agency, not an engineering firm or a lawyer's firm or law firm, and we had to sit with people and make sure they understood how to dial and how to program the speed dial buttons, and then how to raise and lower volume on the call and what that does. Because the headsets have a volume control, as well as the speaker in the PC has a volume control. And so we had to make sure our staff and our users were able to understand when to change what. And that took some time. That took probably 2 to 3 months. But we realized probably a full 1/3 savings by going with software phones instead of hardware phones. So in this economy and in this time, when we started the plan of moving into the phone system, things were going well. But then during that 3-year time period, the economy started to slow down and donations started to decrease, and we had to make some changes to our purchasing plan.